nail, and I'm just popping on here. Haven't done this in a while. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Oops, I'm just popping on here because I just did this great thrift haul, and I want to share with you what I got. I keep thinking about the fact that I forgot to put a thumbnail, but whatever. I'm just kind of in a rush because to do this because I'm going to be going live on Whatnot tonight at 8:30 p.m. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that. Now I'm kind of wondering, like, well, where's the chat? Is there a chat here? Oh, hello. Did somebody come in? Hi. I don't see a chat. I don't know what's going on. I kind of like hit the wrong buttons. As I was setting it up, I didn't put a thumbnail, and I didn't uh I don't know what happened. Anyway, hold on a second. Let me go on my other YouTube and see if it's any better on there. I'm nervous, which is weird because I've done this so many times. Hi, I can't see my chat. Please excuse me while I go pull up my YouTube channel to see like what's going on. I wanted to come on live and do a live thrift haul like old school like we used to. Because I'm going to be going live on Whatnot. Actually, I'm live on Whatnot every Thursday and Sunday at 8:30 p.m. EST now. Okay, so it's here, but oh, hey, there's the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Mama Rages.
Oh, hey, there's the chat. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for commenting because I was like, where's the chat? That was the only thing that was really throwing me off. All right, okay, so it is working. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I'm happy to be here and to see you guys. So yes, again, in case you're just joining, I am on Whatnot and I'm on Poshmark Canada, poshmark.ca/closet/elgasbazaar. And now I'm also on Whatnot, which is also elgasbazaar on Whatnot, which is cool because now I can sell cross-border. So that solves the problem of me not being able to sell to Americans. And I'm live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. EST. Okay, I know I said it like 3 times, but I want to make sure you know. And I'm going to be going live tonight in about 6 hours. So I just like popped on here because I just did this great thrift haul this week. It was a really big one, and I spent like the last 3 days restoring and listing all my stuff. And I just want to show it to you real quick before I go on a Whatnot, because some in the previous week, sometimes I had a great thrift haul. I bought some cool stuff, and it sold really fast. I didn't even get to show you. So this time I'm going to show you. So it's from Value Village, which is mostly I'm just finding like glass there. Um, there's a little Sally Ann. I pretty much just go there now if I want certain brands, like maybe Zara or like really good brands, and also the bins. And the bins, obviously the price is really good, but most of the time the stuff needs a lot of restoration work. So I'll show you some of that. But let me just go get one more thing that I forgot. I'll be right back. Okay, so my sourcing is changing because now that I'm on Whatnot, I get to sell more home goods. Home goods was never really a big thing on Poshmark, I find. It's mostly for clothes and mostly like mid-tier, well, not mall brands, but higher tier than that, like Zara and, whatever, this kind of stuff. Zara and up. And I do really like the home goods, but yeah, I wasn't sourcing because I can't really sell them too well on Poshmark. But the good thing about the home goods is it's much easier for me to do live auctions because with the clothes, I have everything bagged up. And so to do a live, I'd have to take everything out of the bag, which is a pain because then I have to fold it back up and put it back and also maybe delint it. So I have to clean it all over again in case something got on it. So I had these racks up in my house, and I had the clothes on there like ready to auction, but I never was really able to do auctions on Posh. And then when I did, it didn't really go well. There was like nobody in the auction. So I finally, and the racks kept caving in. So I finally like gave up on auctioning clothes. But it's much easier with the home goods because I have this great cupboard here, the pie cupboard. And so I can just keep my stuff in the pie cupboard. And then when I auction, I just open the doors. It's like the doors open for my pie cupboard and I'm open for business and I can get right into my auction and it doesn't require a lot of setup. So that's a good thing about doing the home goods. So let's do the three. Value Village, Salvation Army, and the bins. Actually, the first one I went to was the Salvation Army. So I'll do that first. I only bought 3 things and I just want to show you like what am I doing at the Sally Ann. I'm going to get them. They're right here. 1 second. So there's only 3 items, so that should be easy. So these are for Poshmark. So this one, this is a vintage Le Chateau sheer blouse, but look at the nice irregular hem. See, this is why I picked it up, because that is really special. It's got that sort of like, it's in that 90s Y2K phase when Le Chateau was doing a lot of like goth and whimsigoth. So this is why I picked it up, because it has this special hem. And then here it has a tie, which can be put into a bow. So you get the idea. So that was number 1. So I don't do a lot of sourcing at Salvation Army anymore because the prices are quite high, but this I find it's really good and it's very niche, and it's the kind of thing that my customers usually do like. And it's an extra large, but it's a vintage extra large. I find it fits like a modern medium. So that's number 1. Oh, yes, you went there, Mama Rages. Yeah, the prices have really gone up like crazy at Sally Ann. It's kind of too bad. And also the one that I was sourcing at, some Karen complained about the box that they had on the sidewalk. So they no longer have it. The city actually came and made them put it inside after like 25 or 30 years of having it there. So they're getting less donations and less good stuff. So the sourcing is not as good and the prices are a lot higher. This is the second thing that I got at Salvation Army. It's a Zara dress. It's new without tags. So Zara does donate to Salvation Army. I think that the only problem with this was the fact that it lost the tag. And it's a linen blend halter dress. A little bit higher in the front. This is another kind of thing that I find does pretty well on Poshmark. It's very stylish, it's good material, and it's good for, it's not too dressy. It's like good for everyday use. It's not too expensive. And people seem to like Zara a lot, although it depends on the piece. But I think this is great for like vacation or just to look easily stylish in the summer. And it's nice too because this has got darts, so it really shapes well, looks good. And the third thing, so this is the other thing that I'm doing at Salvation Army, looking for good quality shoes and boots. And I found these. They're from UGG. They're called Neil's or Neil's 2. And they've got nice brass buckles on there. I think it's brass. Brass buckles and little rivets. Hi. And then they've got this nice zipper on the inside. Really like strong, good quality brass zipper. And then there's the Sherpa inside, which I think it is probably real. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check it. So this is the kind of thing that I can still find at Salvation Army. So even though the prices are high for some items, it's worth it. I think I paid $20 for these. So not cheap, but I can still make a profit because they're pretty valuable. So that's it for Salvation Army. I'm going to show you the next one. Okay, so Value Village, I never used to go because I'd say the prices were outrageous, which is true. And it's also really big, and there's a lot of like sort of junk mixed in with something that's sort of okay. I do go now, Actually, I find that, hold on a second, I gotta move this chair. All the thrift stores in Montreal, they have a mix of crap and some good things. You have to look around, and you can probably come out with a few good things. You're not going to come out with a huge cart of gems, but they're in there. So what I've been doing, hi Dale. I'm kind of wondering if like I should raise this just a little bit. Sorry, give me a second. Dale, I'm just popping in for like a quick pop-up live thrift haul that I haven't done in a long, long time because I'm going to be going on Whatnot tonight, 8:30, and every Tuesday and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. EST, I'm on Whatnot live. So if there's anything that you see in my haul that you like, you can save the show and you can buy it in the show, or you can also message me. I can actually do private shows. So if there's something that someone likes, but they can't make it to the show, they can message me. I can set up a private show and we can work it out there. So that's cool too. So here's what I found at Value Village. Now, I've been finding some good glass. You have to really look and you have to really know what you're looking for, but it is there. So this is what I found this week. So this is a set of 4 Verico 1950s mid-century modern amber glass bowls, and they do say Verico France on the bottom. So this is a really good quality mid-century item, very stylish and valuable. Also, if you look up the solds on eBay, like these actually do sell and they're in excellent condition. So that's one. I was very happy about that. And this one I love so much. I found a set of these vintage mid-century martini glasses with the colored bottoms with the bubbles in them. So gorgeous. So there's a blue and a peach color. And there's like a purplish one. I don't know if you can see how purple it is. And there's a green one. And I had a chance to buy a set like this a few years ago and I passed on it. And honestly, I regretted it. So I was really excited when I found a set at Value Village. So I grabbed that. And this was really amazing, this next one. I really got to be careful though. I don't want to knock anything over. That would suck. Let me put these away. They're so pretty in the light, these bubble stems. They're so pretty. So colorful. I don't know if people still drink martinis. I think it was like really a thing in the mid-century days and people had a lot of parties, but still, maybe somebody will want them. These are so special. So I saw these sitting there and I thought, oh, that's a really pretty glass. And I love colored glass. Hi, Ace. Thanks for joining us. I saw them. They immediately caught my eye. And I was with a friend. She was like, oh, I think those are just modern, like, you know, they're IKEA. And I was like, I don't know, man. The colors are really, really nice, like really saturated. And look at this. It's quite thin. And there's a purple one. I picked them up and I was like, I don't know, this is really good quality. You hear that? They're crystal. They are crystal. And I was like, wow. So I looked them up. And in the 1960s, there was a company in France called Meisenthal, which developed a technique for mass dyeing crystal. And they were making these glasses. And it seems like most likely they're from that factory. Wait, I'm going to put this one away. So I thought that was pretty exciting and unusual to find 4 gorgeous crystal tumblers. And I love this light blue, and especially, I just want to tap this one again. Do I have something good I can tap it with? Yeah, you hear that? That's a nice ring. Like, that is real crystal. I was like, wow, what a find. So there's a little crayon on there from the store. So yeah, and they're so perfect. No damage. So I put those up as well. Very excited to find that. Let me go put these away. You never know what you're gonna find. Aren't they crazy, Mama Rajas? Like that's legit crystal. And there's not really colored crystal out there except from this Meisenthal France company. Although they didn't put a stamp on the bottom. Though that company would put like this little circular like sticker. And I guess whoever owned them removed it, but I'm pretty sure it's got to be that, you know. And so that's kind of like finding oh, Waterford crystal. Like it's up there with like finding that kind of stuff. So when I looked up the comps on like eBay and Etsy, people are selling a set of 6 of them for like 360 Canadian dollars. So they're very valuable. I brought the price down, but I'm selling them for like I think $40 each, something like that. Actually, wait. I think I put them up for 30 US each, which I know it's a lot. But I'm selling it like as a set. I know that is a lot, but for that it's really not. It's a good deal. Guess I'm gonna put these away. These two Mama Rages, I was excited about that. Verico. And you know, these are great. I mean, if nobody wants them, like I'll use them. They're like ice cream dishes. This was also an amazing find. Wait, I'm gonna show you this one first. This is just a little vial, but I'm really into this kind of vintage slash antique glass. But look, check out. Do you see the turquoise in there? I don't have the best light right. Wait, maybe I can turn on this. Let me see if I can. Okay, if I turn on the light, you're going to probably see the turquoise in there. You see that? Oh, that's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? How did they make this vintage glass with this like turquoise cast in it? It's so pretty. I've always got my eye out. Look, you can see the little bits of turquoise. It reminds me of the Mexican beach. It's supposed to have a cork. I guess I could put a cork or somebody could put a cork. It's from Italy. And it's basically just like a vintage flask, beaker slash flask. It's a little spout. So pretty. So I found that. Actually, I had also found this. This was the week before. And it's also vintage Italian. It's great for spaghetti. Look at this. And it's old, you can see, but it's in good shape. But look at what it's got. Look at that color. Can you see that turquoise in there? I'm obsessed with this. Yeah, there you can see that. So pretty. I love that. That's so pretty. I get excited. So I found this one. That one's also listed. All right, let's see what else. This was like from the week before. I haven't shown it to you guys. Little figure. It's from a company called Commodore, and it's 1950s. Hey, Robin. Robin, I'm on YouTube. I'm not on Whatnot. I'm doing a little live thrift haul to show everybody what I've been sourcing because I just did a big haul at Value Village, Salvation Army, and the bins. And I'm going to be auctioning every Thursday and Sunday, 8:30 p.m. on Whatnot. Plus my stuff is some of it's going on Poshmark. And so I haven't done a thrift haul in a while. So I'm just showing the stuff. But yes, you can get approved to stream to multicast. So you stream on Whatnot and it also goes to YouTube. But I haven't been approved yet. I don't know what it's going to take. But anyway, spaghetti ceramic 1950s, little angel. Super cute. It's a pepper shaker, actually. And there are a few different variations on this kind of thing. And I'll show you one more. I got this before. This was from a previous haul, but they're Hazel Atlas 1950s glass beer mugs, but it's got like a barbecue theme, which I thought was so cool. So 50s. I'm feeling a bit nostalgic these days. I've been watching these videos of people hanging out and like, you know, walking down the street, stopping at the record store back in the days before all the technology. And I find, well, they look so relaxed, you know, they look relaxed and they're so in the moment. I'm starting to watch those videos and be like, yeah, I kind of miss that, you know. So yeah, the good old days. All right, I think that's it. That's it for my Value Village glass. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so then one more thing. The bins haul. Hold on, wait. Got stuff on my glasses. What's this? Hey, thanks everybody for joining me too. It's good to see you. Don't be shy to leave me a comment, as long as it's nice. All right. Oh yeah, and hey, I put this on so you could see this was the jewelry I bought in Mexico that they charged me so much. There's the pendant and the matching bracelet and the ring. The ring is just jadeite, and these are some other kind of stone. It's not turquoise, but it's like I had to have it. I haven't bought any jewelry in, I don't know, since I guess 2018. So yeah, I thought you might want to see it. Okay, bins haul. It's on the bed right now. I'm just going to pull these things up. So here's the thing about the bins. Obviously, the price is excellent. However, a lot of the stuff needs a lot of work. You have to be very careful. I would say most of the stuff is damaged. Not always. Oh, wait, backtrack. I got one more thing. Okay, because I want to show you the whole haul. I got these at Value Village too. These are Crocs for women. I actually got these for Jana because she needs a pair. And also these Crocs are a really good seller for me. And if I don't sell them on Poshmark, because I'm not doing the clothes on whatnot, if I don't sell them on Poshmark, I sell them on Marketplace. Not for very much. It's like a quick flip. Crocs totally sell, like every kind, even the little ones for the kids. So I get them and I clean them up. And I've never really had Crocs that didn't sell. What's this? People should start walking and stop driving. Yeah, if only like our modern lifestyle allowed for that. But yeah, definitely walking is good for you. Okay, bins haul. Well, here I have this one extra thing actually. This is a Bulgarian hand-painted ashtray. It's terracotta. This one's in good shape. Hi, Louise. It's in good shape. And I know nobody smokes. Some people do. It's just a really, really nice piece and it's in good shape. So I've got this. I mean, I have a few ashtrays. I haven't sold any of them, but anyway, the price was right, let's just say. Okay, so this was from the bins. I'm afraid to take it out. It's a vintage silk scarf. And it's in beautiful condition. And it's one of those long ones that you can tie. So if you're wearing like a nice cream colored silk blouse and you want to put a little bow or a knot or wrap it a couple times, like French style silk scarf. This is a really nice one. I'm not going to pull it out, but I just want to show you. This is something I got at the bin. So obviously it's very cheap. Didn't really need any restoration. Silk scarves, like I'll usually list them at like 25. It might sell for 20, it might sell for 17. Don't forget Poshmark takes $4 flat fee from 20 and under. So if it sells for 17, I get $13. So I pay less than $1, but it's a $13 profit. It doesn't take up much space. So I don't like to pick up scarves and hats in the regular thrift because they will charge you $4, $5, $6. So sometimes it's really not worth it. Maybe I could even sell it for $10 because I really didn't pay much for it. So it's a good opportunity for me to give somebody a good deal too, or like a bundle deal where I can charge very little because my cost of goods is very low. Also, this is a vintage Parker's 100% wool beret hat, also from the bins, perfect condition. I think it's actually new without tags. It still has the little hanger thing here. So that's good. Again, replenishing my accessories department. I found this cool little hippie hat. Normally, no way would I buy this because it's not a good brand. It's not going to sell for much. But, you know, at the bins, look how cute it is. Come on. That's so cute. This would make some hippie very happy. It's like perfect for a rainbow gathering or festival. I think you could call it unisex. It's like a little pillbox hat. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody out there would want to wear this kind of thing. My ears are sticking out. Pretty cute, though. I mean, I love it. But I normally I wouldn't take a chance on it because on Poshmark usually people want like higher end brands, but an African type hat, actually it's from Guatemala. But I love the tapestry and it reminds me of the 90s. It was very 90s. We were wearing we were using a lot of this kind of tapestry stuff like pants and big duffel bags like back in the 90s. A wedding cap? Well, it's Guatemalan. It's definitely not African. It says made in Guatemala, 100% cotton. It's just pretty cute. It's in great shape. I didn't even have to do anything to it. Wedding cap? Seriously? Oh, wait, you're thinking African though, like a Nigerian wedding? Thank you. Pink for Marie, thank you. I thought it was cute too. And man, that hippie stuff, I know that like usually Poshmark, yes, it's for like Aritzia and all those fancy brands. There are some people who really love the boho stuff though. And I have found some cool boho pants and things at the bins and was able to sell them for not much because I didn't pay so much. So it's a win-win, you know, really cool, like Japanese, super big tapestry pants, sold them for like $25. So also, I'm always looking for vintage tins. Let's see. This one is cool. It has a hinge. Ah, there we go. So pretty. It's made in Holland. It's got like vintage European style. Look how cute that is. It's with the hinge. It's like this. I see these selling on Etsy for like 35 bucks. I'll give you a better deal than that. Whatnot. That's for sure. I love that it has a hinge and I love all the detail. What a cute European look. So nice. So cute. So that was a score. People are, you know, they're shopping at the bins. They're looking for vintage t-shirts, jean code jeans. You know, everybody's looking for the same Y2K bolos. And then there's me, you know, looking for like the cute cottagecore vintage stuff. So people leave this behind. Those kids are not looking for vintage tins. So that works out for me. And I love these too. These are so cute. I love to do the boho stuff. See, I get excited about this because I actually like it, you know. Thanks, Danny. I get excited because I like this, you know, some of the things that I sell on Poshmark, I know they're good quality. I know they're stylish, but I wouldn't wear them. But this is the kind of stuff I like. Check it out. It's a set of coasters. Super boho with elephants. And there's even a rabbit. There's rabbit here and a deer and a tiger, Indian style. So cool. So I've got 4 of them. And they're like felt on the back. Pretty cute little piece of decor. And it comes in a box. It says Wilscombe Homewares quality guaranteed. Pretty cute. And I picked this up. It's just a bolt of fabric, but it is like in perfect condition if somebody wants to make curtains or something. I think it's a cotton poly blend from the feel of it. I've gotten pretty good at identifying that kind of thing. So I can sell this for not very much. And, you know, I thought actually maybe I'd keep it and make an apron out of it. It's probably enough for like a couple of curtains. Maybe you can make like, I don't know, cafe curtains or something. It's nice and it doesn't belong in a landfill. And then I've got this. This is so gorgeous. Now these things, when they're in perfect condition, are so valuable. It's not perfect, but it's still good. It's still good. It doesn't belong in a landfill. Look at this gorgeous embroidered, hand embroidered tablecloth. It is so stunning. And look at the corner. See, it has a pink mark there. But look at this. What's this? Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you. You love the home goods too, Robin? Yeah, I love it. I get so excited for home goods. I get excited for some clothes though. I'll show you some. So look at this. That is just a gorgeous tablecloth. Holy crap. And it's big too. It's not perfect. It has a little fray spot somewhere. It has a couple of stains, and the center of it, it's a little pouchy, you know? So I've seen these things selling on eBay for like 120 US when they're in good condition. I mean, a beautifully hand embroidered tablecloth is the total score. But because it has this wear on it, I'm gonna sell it for a lot less. But I just think even if it's not perfect, somebody could still enjoy it. It could be like really nice cottage core piece. What's that? Blue flyer? Oh, he's got his tongue out with the dollar on it. It's not gonna sell for 120. I mean, I think I put it up for 35. But look at the detail. I just wanted to go and have a good life somewhere, you know? I would use it myself, but you know what? The fact is, you know how Aaron's hands are because of his wheelchair. They're black all the time. There's graphite from the chair, gets on everything. This tablecloth would be ruined. Actually, I just bought a tablecloth for next Christmas on Whatnot, and it was a paper tablecloth. Paper tablecloth and paper napkins because yeah, like everything gets kind of black, like trashed around here. So I'm gonna move it on. Realistically, but I do love finding these things and having them in my house for a while, and then moving them on. Look at the next one though. This one's crazy. Hold on. Can't believe I found this. I don't want to unfold it the whole way. Check it out. It's a vintage 1988 Mario Brothers sheet. Oh my God. What a bolo. Crazy. These are so collectible. Look at that. And it's in really good shape. I mean, I didn't look it over with a fine-tooth comb. It's Legend of Zelda. I said I wasn't going to unfold it, but I did anyway. Anyway, it's got Zelda in there somewhere. Where is she? Where is she? There she is. There's Zelda. Anyway, Legend of Zelda. It's just the top sheet. Single bed. Total score, you know? And I see people selling these on Etsy for crazy high prices. I've got it listed for 35 on Whatnot. We'll see how it goes. Give somebody a fairly good deal. Hi guys, I'm streaming, so watch your language. Brahmin and Gunnar just came in. Let me close the door. All right. Okay, so moving right along, bins haul. I got a bunch of bags. I had sold so many bags that I was actually low on bags and I wanted more. I found a black leather bag, but it was like with a shorter strap. Same brand, vintage Luca Ferri at the bins the week before, sold it like immediately. I sold it for only 17 Canadian dollars. That's super cheap. That makes it like the person who's buying it is basically buying it like from a thrift store price. Yeah, mommy stream, what's your language? No, their language is pretty good, but you never know, right? So I was so happy when I found this one the next week, another vintage Luca Ferri, and people will pass this up because this is not what they're looking for. They're looking for like the Y2K bolos. Actually, I see a lot of like Africans out there that are buying like massive quantities of children's clothes. And I know they're African because I hear them talking. They're probably from like Senegal or somewhere. Like huge carts full of like children's clothes. And I was wondering, what are you doing with them? I don't think children's clothes is like the thing that sells the least well. I kind of doubt someone would go up there and like spend all their money buying stuff that's not going to sell. And I think it's obviously it's not only resellers that go there. It could be people buying for themselves, or maybe even like buying for a charity, or like buying for, maybe they're buying for refugees, or maybe they're sending it to their country. I don't know. I mean, their country of origin. I don't know. But you see a lot of different things up there at the bins. There's this one old guy, he's picking up all these like weird looking vintage things. He had like a shoe polishing kit. I have to tell the kids to turn that music off because that's going to cause me a problem. Sorry. No, 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 no. No, I'm streaming. It's going to copyright me. Yes.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, it's okay, baby. I know. I didn't make it. No, I'm on YouTube, so copyright. Anyway, there's an old guy. He picks up like the weirdest, like little old vintage items. Like he had a vintage shoe polishing kit and a bunch of cool stuff, you know. So anyway, and then you see obviously like resellers like holding up t-shirts and Google lensing it, and they tend to be like very stylish. You see these very young people like 25 and under dressed like rock stars. Like they have so much style. And they're like, they come in, they're like the cool kids, you know, they're walking in. It's like, yeah, everybody knows me. You can just tell that they're regulars, you know what I mean? So you get a big mix of people. And then you get just people like shopping for themselves. But really, no one's looking for like vintage look of fairy bags, except me, because they do sell. Because it's a very classic look. It's really good quality leather, tons of pockets. And I think that this is actually a man's bag, but it's really like unisex. Look how big it is. Great for travel. And it's got, you know, like this, and then it's got places in here for cards, and it's a really good bag. Now this bag had all these scuffs on it. Look how gorgeous it is now. Where are the scuffs? Oh, I get so excited. Okay, whatever I'm going to make on this bag is just going to pay for my shoe polish. You know, you guys know I have a background in art. I have a fine arts degree, so I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm an artist at heart, but I'm definitely like maybe a crafter or something artistic at heart. I get so excited about restoring these bags. When I got this baby, it was scuffed, you know, it just, no wonder they passed it up, but I could see the potential. I got the perfect matching polish. It's from Money's Worth and Best. This stuff is the bomb. Ozzy is alive? Yes, he is. The Money's Worth and Best shoe cream is the absolute bomb. The color match is so good and it covers so beautifully. So anyway, this one is restored. Oh yes, look at this. Brass buckles. So yeah, I mean, I did pick it up at the bins. I spent a lot of time restoring it. So that's the thing. Like, yeah, I didn't pay much for it, but what about my labor? You know, I spent the whole evening giving it some TLC. I also had to buy the matching cream. So I can't give it away for nothing, but I can still give somebody a good price on it. And then I've got a couple more. I'll show you this one. This is like a vintage Y2K Puma bag. It's like bowling bag style. I think it's like a little gym bag actually. And look, it's got like houndstooth right there. It's in good shape. I mean, there's like, I was wondering, yes, a very, very slight, a little bit of staining here. I could work on it some more. I had to clean it a bit. The back, you know, it looks a little folded, but it's really okay. So there was that. And look, it's got the little Puma thing. It's not very valuable, but I found that it was cute. It's trendy. It's Y2K. It's in great shape. It's very clean inside. So why not? You know, somebody might want it. I can give it to them for a good price. And then there's this one. This is a really expensive brand. Same scanning skills. The older, the better. Yeah. No shit. That's cool. Fjallraven Kanken. Oh yeah, I got my Fjallraven Kanken bag for my vacation. These things they're so cute though. And it's a really great bag. It's got the handles, it's got the straps, and this opens up all the way. So you can pack it like a suitcase, and then it's got a pouch, water bottle, things on the side. Great bag for travel. It was at the bins. Okay, you see it's got a little bit of staining on it, right? Man, this thing though, when I got it, when I found it at the bins, it was in rough shape. So yeah, I didn't pay much for it, but I sure put the work in to restore it. And I've got some great products that really, really clean so nicely, and I don't have to wash it. It's almost like an at-home dry cleaning. I hope it's not too toxic. But yeah, awesome. So that was something good. You know, people can use that. It's practical. And then I got a couple of these. I mean, I wouldn't usually. Yeah, they are expensive. Yes, they are. That's the thing. This thing new, it's $120 new. But I mean, it has wear on the fabric. It's like it's got a bit of wear, and it's got some stains. Discontinued color. So I think that adds to the value. It's called brick. So I'm not sure if it's vintage, but it's a discontinued color. Oh, you do collect them. These ones. Cool. I love this bag. Like I want to keep it because it's light. It like weighs literally nothing. And then it has like a foam board in here that comes with it, so it doesn't poke you in the back when you're traveling. But you know what I use? I use the lug bag, the big green one, because it's crossbody. It's got compartments, really good too. You collect these? Yeah, these are cute. Um, this here appears to be real brass. I'm looking at it, trying to see if there's any evidence of it being brass toned, but I don't think so. Oh, no, maybe. Well, no, it's got like a plating on it. Or is that like a little spot of rust? I'm not really sure. This certainly looks like real brass, though, the kiss lock. It's from La Marquise. So it's probably like around mid-century. Little mini tapestry bag. Pretty good shape for vintage. I mean, when I got it, I thought like, is it meant to be this color? Was it supposed to be lighter? I'm not sure. Because it's a little yellowish, but it looks kind of cool that way anyway. Does what have a tag? This? This one says styled by La Marquise handbag. That's it. And it has a little pocket. Just one pocket, and it's like a little kind of satiny interior. And some of these, like when they're older, it could be silk satin. They weren't using the artificial materials yet. Yeah, it's a little yellowed. I'd say it's probably like 50s or so. Yeah, it's La Marquise. So I mean, I've seen these selling for about $35 or so. Although it doesn't have the chain, but like it has these two little things here where you could put a chain on. So yeah, let's see, you know, if somebody is into that. It's worth more. I have a couple of really gorgeous tapestry bags from mid-century that I inherited from my mother, and I listed them for like $100. And I've moved them. What do you think this is worth? Because it doesn't have the chain. Tell me what you think it's worth. I mean, I'm all about giving a good deal because then I get to shop again because that's what I love to do, you know. So I mean, yeah, 50 really? Even without the chain? Wait, 50 Canadian. 50 Canadian? Not 50 American. That's not possible. It will fly. I don't know about that. Because I have, let me show you actually. I promised myself I wouldn't get derailed today and like go on too many tangents. But I have these. I have these already on Poshmark. And first of all, I have this. This is very, very unusual. This is 1950s or earlier. It's a compact and it's new. Like it belonged to my mother. It has never been used. It's got all the stuff here. It's got that. It's brand new and it's beautiful. It's fully embroidered. Petit point. I listed this for $100. Somebody offered me 20. I was like, please give me a break. This is great. I love this. Honestly, I put it up for a high price on Poshmark. Look, if nobody wants to give me that money, at some point I'll get myself on Etsy and I'll sell it for a good price. I don't want to sell myself short. So I've got this one. I'm trying to take really good care of them. This one's very old. It's probably like 1930s. Wait, how do you open this? Like that. Uh, this one has it has a little thing inside. Oh, it's like a little it's like a little change purse, little satin change purse. A tag? Oh my gosh, what is this? It has vintage tickets. Crazy. Little bit of history in there. Uh, oh, the tag of what it sold for was $80. 80. And it was old at the time. Wait, I can't see anything. Hold on a second. I love that the little thing inside is like on a little gold tone chain too. That's cool. So it's vintage. I guess my mother bought it. And then it comes with also this, which has a little mirror in it and another little flap. So it's got a lot happening. It's all like satin on the inside. I had it priced pretty high and I kind of lowered it. Honestly, I'm not in any rush to sell it. What do you think? They're getting scarce, really? Well, I've got a few. This one, so cute. I don't know the brand. I might have figured it out, mentioned it on Poshmark. Now, this one is even older. Actually, no, I'm not sure if it's older. Well, this has silver tone here. Actually, no, I don't think this one's older. I think this one's like 1940s or 50s. These are all old. This one has it has the satin inside. Whoops. It's got satin inside, but it also has this suede right here. And then it's got like two little pockets. It doesn't seem to have a brand. I don't see a brand, but it's in great shape. This one may have belonged to my mother like in the 50s. I don't know enough about them. I know that Poshmark isn't really the right market for them. I put them up high and kind of thought, well, if somebody really wants it, make me a good offer. Otherwise, I'll just keep it, you know. So, okay, I have those. Those are not from the bins. I was going to show you only my bin stuff, but I'm interested in what you have to say about that. Put them under glass together? Really? Vintage Givenchy lipstick case. That's in here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just on the wrong platform. I also have this one. It's getting a little bit, you know, ratty. It's got ostrich feathers. Or what you think of this. Let me see what's inside. If it says anything. Doesn't say anything. Now the inside in here, it doesn't feel like silk satin. I don't know what it is. No, that's not. No, this one is more modern, I would say, like more mid-century. It's brass or brass tone. It's really hard to tell sometimes. It's like a nice shiny, but there's no wear on it. Usually with the brass, like if it's very old, it'll get patina or it'll get like that greenish kind of tinge to it, or it'll start like chipping or peeling. Anyway, pretty cool. Ostrich, have not listed it. I think it's missing a few feathers too. Yeah, so that's in my, basically just in my treasure trove for now. Trying to take good care of it so it doesn't get damaged. Okay. Yeah, you find they sit, it needs a little trim. This thing, I'm gonna give it a trim. Oh, hey, Bob, not Marley. Hey, you regained access to your account. Oh my God, that sucks that you were locked out. What a drag. Hey, well, nice to see you. Yeah, so yeah, Robin, I think that Poshmark's not really the right platform for vintage purses. That would be more Etsy. I started with Marketplace and I got settled on Poshmark and built that up. Now I am building up on Whatnot. I do also want to do Etsy, and I have like all these vintage purses. I got tons of vintage jewelry. Have not listed it on Poshmark. You know why? Look at this. I had one of these. I've got more than one, but this is a vintage cinnabar bracelet. It's the real like layers of enamel vintage Chinese cinnabar hand carved. Okay. I had listed one like this on Poshmark for $45, which Canadian, which I think is fair. In the end, I ended up selling it in a bundle, I think for the equivalent of $25. Like, it's just not even worth it. It's not worth it. I should just keep it until I have the right opportunity. Because this is worth more, you know? So yeah, that's Poshmark for vintage. It's good for some vintage, but not all. Oh yeah, I have this too, actually. Speaking of vintage purses, this is a vintage Burke's purse. Robin, what do you think? I think it's real reptile. It's really hard to tell. Is it embossed or is it real? If it's embossed, it's so well done, you can't even tell. See that? It looks like alligator, but it doesn't have like a lot of dimension. It's not as like flat, and it certainly doesn't look like a pattern. You know, usually when it's embossed, you can see the pattern repeating. I don't see that happening. But it is Burke's brass tone closure. Look inside. Well, I did. It just says Burke's. And the inside, let me see, what is it? Really hard to tell. I just smelling it, trying to figure out if it's leather. Well, it's leather. I mean, because it has the little leather like tag here that shows that it is leather. Because they do that to show you that it's leather. So that's leather inside. It doesn't say, you know, usually when it's a reptile leather, it'll say snake, alligator, or whatever. Did Google it. And I think I saw one that sold for like $400 or something. I don't know. I think I'd have to, like, there's a consignment store. Maybe I'd have to take it there and see what they think. I can't see this selling for 400 because this is brass tone and it's even rubbing off. So I don't know. I do know that it's vintage. I had it listed for like $250, just like threw it out there. See if anybody would give me a reasonable offer. Somebody offered me $100 in December, and I was like, I just put it up. Like, I literally had just put it up. It was like a week later, and I thought, I don't know, man. Is it? I've seen other ones are selling for more than that, so maybe 100 is like not a very good deal. I only get 80. So I countered, and then she countered lower later, and I was like, no, I'm not giving it to you for 70. Tried to like move it back up to 100. Honestly, if she offered me 100 now, I'd probably give it to her, but I don't know. I'll probably just relist it. It got a lot of likes on it. Hi, Summer. Well, what do you think it's worth? I don't know, but I'm going on a tangent because I wanted to stick to my bins haul. I'm just going to put these away. I just wanted to show them to you. Wait, how do you say your username? The purse is worth $100. I think so, but this is 100 Canadian, which is like what, 70 US? Not even. It's like 65. To me, I think that's too low for a vintage Burke's purse. I'm thinking I'll take it to the consignment store and see what they think. Yeah, 100 US. Interesting. Thanks for your opinion. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna put those babies away. Okay, I'm going to finish up with my bins haul. Yeah, no, she offered me 70 Canadian. Well, she offered me 100, but I was like, no, I just listed it. I'm not ready, you know. Like 3 months later, she comes back and offers me 70. Like, still haven't sold it, huh? How about 70? And I was like, no, thanks. Then she offered me 80. Then she offered me 90. And I was trying to like go this way and like see if we meet in the middle, and I was thinking, well, if she gets to 100, I'll give it to her. But she I even messaged her. I was like, "Do you want it for 100 with the closet clear out shipping? You'll pay $7 shipping." And she didn't answer. Honestly, I don't really care. I really don't. I don't have any level of like desperation where it's like, oh, I missed my $80. I don't care. I inherited it from my mother. It's my heirloom, you know? Thank you. Ampavu. Thank you. All right, I got one more to show you, Ampavu, since you're into these antique purses. This was at the bins. People just like, no, it's not Y2K. It's got damage. Listen, this is Victorian, man, as far as I can tell. This is really old because look, it doesn't even have the kiss lock. It still has this. So you have to like hold this here and press on the pin. It's very fragile too. I don't want to damage it. Okay. But wait, there's more. You guys check it out. Look at what it's got here. Do you see that? Do you see that little face there? Come on, focus. That's very, very Victorian to have the little faces like that. That's crazy. That's so Victorian. It has to be. This thing is like over 100 years old. It's got faces. It's got the chain. Then it's got this like studded kind of design here. And then this little circle, lots of like little details. So like I would say 1880s is what this looks like to me based on the style. It's got that kind of like pin lock. The inside is satin. It's silk satin, and it's like a beautiful burgundy color. Yeah, no, yeah, I say 1880s. Yeah, don't forget, I grew up with my mother, the big what do you call it? Collector, you know, flea markets and all that. So based on all the stylings and these things especially, I would say it's safe to say 1880s, very, very Victorian. This is all silk. And the bottom is intact, which is amazing. But the silk has worn down on the sides. But the fact is, for a piece that is such an old antique, this is a collector piece. This isn't something you're going to throw on with your outfit to go clubbing. This is a collector's item. I picked it up. Yeah, my mother, the collector. Yeah. And she collected a lot of Victorian porcelain dolls too. She had like 60 of them. That was probably the hardest thing when we had to sell her apartment and auction her stuff off and give it all away because we were like scrambling to get rid of it. And watching those porcelain dolls be placed into boxes, I swear I felt like they were my children, and it was like they were going into coffins. I know that's a bit grim, but it was so brutal when we had to give away her collection. Well, we auctioned them. But I grew up with those 60 Victorian beautiful porcelain dolls. What were the names? Some of them. There were some that were a particular brand that was very valuable. Beautiful faces, real human hair and ringlets, cute little dresses, and they all had names. Oh my God. And I'm sorry, my stomach is growling. I didn't eat yet today. Like I didn't eat anything. So I thought I better just do this live quick before I end up starving. And I thought to myself, I'm going to end up eating in the live, or I'm going to have to like cut it short and go eat because I'm so hungry. But let's just, maybe we can finish it. But yeah, it was brutal, like burying her dolls. Oh my God. Sorry, I don't mean to be a downer. That's the life, you know? Okay, I've got this. Just a couple more things. So sometimes when I go to the bit, grab something, I'm gonna have to. Okay, thank you for the permission. Just let me go get something to eat. Just real quick. I'll be right back. So I gotta finish this. Okay, I got me a protein bar. Thrift haul / mukbang. You know when you're so hungry that when you get your food and you take your first bite, you're like, psych. That's how hungry I am right now. Thunderstorm. Awesome. Thank you, VK. All right. Here's something else. I won't choke. Don't be silly. I've been eating for 53 years. I've gotten good at it. Thank you, VK, for your kind words. All right. Vintage scarf from the bins. Sorry about the food in my mouth. Foxford 100% lamb's wool made in Ireland. That is quality material. Now, you see that it's like this. I have gotten very good at restoring wool items. I think I'm going to give this one the treatment. Sometimes I think I must be crazy to pick up things like this and restore them, but it's such a high quality fabric, probably vintage, but such a high quality fabric and a beautiful color, very old money aesthetic with this green plaid. So beautiful. Got to block them? What do you mean block them? What I do is I give it a soak in the conditioner solution. Yeah, so Irish. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. And then I'm going to manually reshape it. What makes it vintage? Oh, vintage is 20 years or more. So, I mean, given the quality of the fabric, you know, I go by the tag also. It's really hard to say, but I'd say that like the writing on the tag, it could be like 1990s maybe. Let me know what you think. The older tags have a very different look to them. It could be 1990s, early 2000. Yeah, the font, just the style of the tag. I'd say it doesn't have a very modern look to it. For a lot of items, you can tell if it's vintage based on where it was made. Like usually if it's, first of all, the style, and if it's made in USA or made in Canada, and the tag is, well, some vintage tags are very easy to recognize. I do have tons of jewelry. I haven't listed it because I find that on Poshmark, it's a freaking online thrift store. Chartreuse, yeah. There's some chartreuse in there. And green is a very trending color right now. All shades of green. So I'm going to restore it. Although it's wool, it's not like so much for the season, but beautiful item. I'm going to give it a second life. I have a lot of jewelry, but yeah, no, I just don't want to list it on Poshmark because I'm not going to get the value. So I'm kind of waiting, sorry, until wait, why is this running now? Hold on a second. When I've finished, okay, I built up my Poshmark, working on my whatnot. I can't also work on Etsy. I feel like it's too much. I'm going to be stressed, but I need to get on a different platform. I put one item on eBay and I was just like, no, there's just too much drama on there. It's just so easy to get in trouble or to get kicked out. And I mean, I guess you pick your battles, you know? I like Whatnot because when you're doing the auction, it's live with video. So the person can really see what they're getting. There's pretty low chance that they're going to get it and then say, well, you know, it's not as described. Well, I showed you it on video. Whereas on eBay, the auctions are just, you know, you put that thing on auction, it goes on auction for days. And I've heard a lot of bad stories about people like making claims or like buying something and then saying that it was broken, and what they're doing is they're sending you back a broken one or who knows what. Anyway, I hear a lot of stuff there. I find Whatnot has like a really good culture on it. I like the vibe. I'm enjoying it. 2 more bins. Oh wait, 3 more. Okay. Another project for me. Oh yeah, I use the app all the time. I'm selling on the app. Yes, I've done live auctions on Poshmark. I mentioned this before, but the problem is, Robin, all my clothes are cleaned, delinted, steamed, bagged, and tagged, and put away. So when I do a clothing auction, just pull everything out. I have these racks. I don't have room for racks. I don't know, racks kept caving in. But also, like, I didn't really sell much. I found that it wasn't worth the effort. I do sometimes do the home goods on Poshmark because I could just open the cupboard and pull things out and I don't have to like do this whole big production. No, I just run the silent auctions, but basically that's where it's at. I think that if you have a great space like a garage or a workshop or a separate room or whatever, where you have things on racks, you have excellent lighting, and you can easily access your merchandise, and there's no risk of it getting contaminated with pet hair or kitchen smells or dust, and you can have it out on a rack and you can just set up your camera and just pull things out. Perfect. If I had that, I would probably be doing live clothing auctions too. But in my space, it just didn't work. It was a big headache. Okay, so this is a bins find. These kind of Nordic sweaters, for me, they usually do very well. There's a problem. Let me see. Does it even have a brand? I don't think it does. Brand tag is removed, but you can tell it's wool. Oh gosh, it's so shrunk. Help. I can't even. Wait, I should have undone this button first. I feel like I'm having a rebirthing experience. It's tight. These things are not supposed to be tight. They're supposed to be loose. I'm petite, so the sleeves on me are actually okay. This is not the way it's supposed to look at all, though. And I just had a therapeutic rebirthing, Ayurvedic rebirthing experience. Okay, hold on a second. Now my hair is all over tickling me. All right. This needs a lot of work. I picked it up because these are such good sellers. And I do have a technique for. No, it's not hand knitted. No, and I actually recognize the buttons on here. Oh, it says Carnton. I've seen these buttons before. There's a few. There's Dale of Norway, which is like the holy grail basically of these kinds of sweaters, and they have the pewter clasps. These are just regular metal buttons. It's probably vintage. I don't know if it's handmade. I mean, I guess it could be, but it's shrunk. It's wool, that's for sure, but it's shrunk. So I'm going to give it the treatment with the conditioner. Wait, I'm going to open this so I don't have another therapeutic rebirthing experience. Hold on a second. Maybe I'll even do this one. It's so shrunk. So that's me being crazy because I just bought this at the bins and I just gave myself a whole ton of work, because how long is it going to take me to soak and reshape this thing? And is it even going to work? I don't know. But then again, like, even if it's a little small, I'm sure I can get it bigger than this, although it feels like it's almost felted. But my experience in the past was that it did work. I had one stunning sweater. Oh man, it was so gorgeous. What was the brand? It was not Dale of Norway. It was a different one. Anyway, I sold it for over $100 and I had to unshrink that one. But I did a good job. It came out great. The customer was very happy. So even if it's not as big as it was supposed to be originally, I'm pretty sure I can like get it to where it's like a reasonable size for a petite. And also, if she's not as chunky as I am, maybe she's smaller and it'll fit. Okay, so that's my project. Now I've got only 2 things left and then I'm gonna finish up. You sold a Dale of Norway for $100. Yeah, I had one also that I sold for like a little over 100. It was gorgeous. Oh yeah, one of them was like, I think 106 or so, and the other one was like, yeah, like right around there. They usually will get you. I'm always keeping the eye out for it. I have one right now. It's that style, but it's not Dale of Norway. And it's been sitting for a while. Fun idea if I like frustration. No, actually, I'm going to really enjoy soaking and stretching the sweater. I can't understand why I like this kind of stuff so much. Like, you do not know how much enjoyment I got from restoring this bag. I was so into it. And also, my Faljoven Kranken. Kranken. I really enjoyed this so much. And I was working on it. I got this spray. I'm probably like poisoning myself, but it's a spray for cleaning, and you can smell, the like the smell in the room, so I spray it. I try to keep it away from me. But I can smell it, and I'm kind of concerned, like, I should probably not do this too often, but it's a bomb ass product, man. And I restored a Coach bag with it. That thing was so yellow. And you can check it out on my Poshmark. It's already there. Just look up Coach. That bag was so like stained, and it looks so good now. Yeah, tedious, right? Like, you would think spraying and then a toothbrush and like picking off the little things. What is it about this that I enjoy so much? I don't know. I find it's very zen and very satisfying. It's like almost like meditative. I have to like pull myself away from it. I could be like scrubbing bags with a toothbrush for a very long time. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't feel that way about doing my dishes, for example. That I feel like, ugh, tedious. But restoring vintage items, I love it. So it's kind of weird. But I was always like that. When I was a kid, I used to do embroidery. I'm raising the dead. I'm giving it a new life. But it's like, aside from like the philosophical aspect of like restoring the beauty, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, because I'm thinking like, no, there's nothing that I would want to do like that in my house. Like, I've sanded floors and I've done little things, but no, it's only like restoring these vintage and antique items, and I just get this crazy satisfaction from it. When I was a kid, I used to do embroidery, and people would be like, "Oh, you're so patient." And I'd be like, "What are you talking about? I love every second of it." So I guess to each his own. That's kind of my cup of tea. Okay, I have two more things, and then I gotta stop. Oh wait, let me show you this though. These were thrifted. I don't know if this is worth it. These are Starbucks cups. Those things are so expensive. This one has a straw. This is the venti. It doesn't have a straw. But these are great for like cold drinks. Who drinks a drink this big? This is like family size. This is like thermos. Who drinks that much? I don't know. I would take this one. I don't usually buy like modern drink cups, but I did get those. Let me know what you think. Was that dumb? I couldn't resist because I do like Starbucks. All right. Two more items. Oh, wait. No, I've got one more up here that I forgot. This pot, somebody's supposed to come pick this up from Marketplace. It's Northland. Oh, don't start. I know. I don't want to go there with Starbucks, but anyway. There's a value also, in the brand and whatever. Okay, so this is a vintage Northland teapot. I think it's made in Japan. You have one that hasn't sold? Well, it's an experiment. I mean, if I don't sell it, I guess we'll just use it. This teapot is really gorgeous. I did list it on Poshmark. Of course, no attention. Nobody cares about home goods on Poshmark. I haven't listed it on Whatnot. I got an offer for it on Marketplace, and I was like, take it, girl, take it and go. And what do you call it? Like, via con Dios, get it out of my house. I have two of these. So that's how I feel about things. Like, when I get them, I'm like, yay. And then after I'm like, okay, time to go, time to move, move out. It's like you change your clothes, change my decor. This is Royal Heritage. I think it's 1990s. These are quite collectible because people will have sets and they'll be missing something. And I've got two of these cups, so that was cool. So maybe somebody will come around who needs those cups. And I hope that lady shows up for Marketplace for this nice little teapot. I had another set. It was a teapot and a cream and sugar, and I sold that for, I don't know, maybe 30, $35 or something. So I made 25 bucks on it or something like that. Okay, so this was a bins find. Actually, I should just put it on. It'd be easier. I just really don't want to knock anything over because once I put it on, I'm gonna be really I'm gonna be huge. As Donald Trump would say, I'm gonna be huge. This coat, it's the best quality coat. It's huge. This is a men's jacket. It fits me except the, oh, my jewelry. You know what? Maybe I'll pull it out some other time. I don't feel like it right now. It's kind of packed away, and I have to get this done, and then I got to do some other things, and I got to get make dinner, and then get on my whatnot live at 8:30. So this coat, so gorgeous though, right? I mean, the sleeves are a bit long for me. This is a beautiful puffer jacket. It's all down and feather filled. It's from Soya and Kia, which is a very expensive brand, but I find doesn't have great resale value. Like if the coat was $450 new, probably. Usually resale would be like $225, but I find in the case of this, it's probably more like $150. I don't know. I'm gonna list it for a bit more and see what I can get for it. But look at the shape it's in. Do you see how beautiful and new it looks? Everything about it looks so good. Okay, and it's got a hood. I gave this jacket the treatment. I found this thing at the bins. And what was wrong with it was just that it had some grime. But I used what I call my at-home dry cleaning. And man, does it ever look nice now. It looks great. And I even cleaned the cuffs. Is there any trace of it? I don't see it. Even look, the cuffs, nice and clean. Yeah, I know. I feel like a rich lady with this coat. It's a men's. It's a men's. Look how long the sleeves are. And me, I'm so small. And it's extra, extra large. Honestly, I feel like it fits me as a women's extra large. It's not that big. I tried to offer it to Aaron, but it was too small for him. And he's usually XXL. But anyway, this was a bins find. It's true, I didn't pay much for it, but I certainly had to put in a lot of work to restore it. But see, even here on this was full of grime. Look, it's all perfect. It's like I had it dry cleaned, except I did it myself. But it took a while. So that's the thing with the bins, like I was saying, you will find things at a great price, but be prepared to have to put in the work. I got one more thing I want to show you. This one is so gorgeous. I love this one so much. I showed it to Jana and she was like, that's so you. That coat would be fine for a woman as long as you're not petite like me and you have normal length arms. I think it would be fine. And I would say even extra large, not extra extra large. I'm probably somewhere between a size 12 and a 14. And as far as the width goes, it fits me perfectly. What? What just happened? Okay, my button just came off. I'm gonna have to redo that. That's not a problem. That's kind of weird though. I thought I had it good, but okay. Because I redid the buttons. I moved them. Okay, so this. Kind of worried about that bracelet getting caught on something. Hold on a second. I don't want anything getting caught on the knit. Wait till you see this though. This is really stunning. Yeah, the collar's only the beginning. It only gets better and better. It's a sweater. I'll just close this button. It's a sweater, but it is so long that it's like a coat. Wait, let me angle this down a little bit so you can really see it. See that? Look how long it is. It's a medium, so it's too small for me. But look how stunning. Oh my God. It's got so many fun details. It's got like embroidery everywhere. All here. Floral embroidery. And then this whole panel here is this like elaborate multicolor embroidery. Look how cool that is. And what I like about it also is it has this like fit and flare kind of shape because it's fitted here, but then the bottom kind of comes out because it has the panels. So it's just an absolute bomb ass sweater. I mean, is it a sweater or is it a coat? What do you guys think? I listed it as a sweater, but I mean, it's so long that it's almost like a coat, like if there's such a thing as a knit coat. This thing, I love it. First of all, it's such a bomb ass sweater. It's so stunning. So the top button is like a rose, and then the other two are this kind of multicolor, looks like mother of pearl. I'm not sure if this is the original button. I know that the top button originally was black, but I'm not 100% sure if it was the same. And someone had taken the buttons, or they had fallen off, and they had sewn them back on. I'm going to show you real quick. They did a bum job. Look at this. Look at this crap. So sloppy with a different color thread. Just a mess. So I took this off and I reattached it. And I used this kind of like embroidery thread because that's what they were originally attached with. I'm thinking maybe I'll redo it because I'm not sure that that's ideal. But this one, the middle one's not done yet. And the other one came off, so that's kind of weird, but at least I have the placement. So anyway, I'll fix that. But yeah, and I had to spend an insane amount of time restoring this. Like when I got it, okay, I got it at the bins. When I got it, all this embroidery, hold on, I'll show you. Let me show you a good example. I mean, you could look at this. You see how it's all nice and smooth. There's not really like too much pilling. There's a little bit of fuzzing here, but not much. When I got it, all of this was trashed. It was like this one I haven't restored yet. I guess over here you can still see the fuzzing. This is all done. This is done. Yeah, you see how they're kind of like fuzzy? So I restored it. I like removed like the pills, trimmed it, treated it with the like the lint, like what do you call it, the sweater shaver, and just like a few other tweakments, and then shaved all this. Like it was very pilly and very fuzzy. Anyway, I had to spend a long time restoring it. So yes, even though I didn't pay much at the bins, but trust me, I had to put in a lot of work. And I'm still not done because this button needs to be put back on and the other one also needs to be moved. So it's from Anthropologie and it's a brand called Griffoli Paris. So that's what I found out about it. And originally it was about $250 sweater or jacket. I love how eclectic it is. That's it, you guys. I got to wrap it up. First of all, I'm going to wear out my voice and I got to go back online later. So I just want to say thank you for joining me. I put in the description the link for my Whatnot show and the link for if you want to join Whatnot and use my code so you get $15 US spending credit. That's all in the description. And like I said before, I'm doing live auctions on Whatnot every Tuesday, every Thursday and Sunday at 8:30 p.m. And the shows are scheduled already way in advance. I have like 20 shows or whatever scheduled. If at some point I move the date, we'll save the show. It might get moved, but for now, that's the schedule. And you can see the items. Like if you go on the first show, you're going to see like what kind of stuff I have in the tray. And even if you don't want to buy anything, please come and just hang out. And that's a way of supporting me also, because at least it puts people in my auction. So it's good for my algorithm that actually people are coming. Even if you're not buying, just by you being there, you're giving me like a good helping hand. And so I appreciate that. It costs you nothing. Come in and say hi for 10-15 minutes. And thank you so much. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you on Whatnot later. Bye, guys.